This summer I was fortunate enough to meet up with people from Arens talking about their shift control, the Select-O-Matic shift control that would replace what we had in the old lever and cable shift control system. I was fortunate and took them up on their offer to put one in as a test model this summer because of the different functions that it could provide for safety for the students. I was very pleased they put it in. We tested it first on summer school just using the Select Shift-O-Matic to see how it worked. Worked excellent. Then the challenge was put to them to come through and program in the different functions that would make it safer for students. When I say safer for students, it typically takes 8 different steps to stop a bus to pick up students safely. Looking at their system, we knew we could reduce it, but we didn't know we could reduce it as far as we did down to 4 different steps. Typically when a driver comes up to a stop, they have to turn their yellow flashing lights on. As they approach a stop, they'd be checking the mirrors, come to their stop, and then they'd activate the red lights. When they activate the red lights, they would again have to put on the emergency brake and put the bus into neutral. Checking the mirrors, loading or unloading the students safely. When they were done doing that again, they would have to disengage the parking brake, they would have to put the bus back into gear, and reach over and hit the lights to shut the bus off. Basically 8 different steps. This system reduced it to 4. When you pull up to a stop, you had to turn the yellow lights on, but the advantage is when you came up and made that final stop and clicked the door, the stop lights turned red, the stop arm went out, the actual parking brake automatically set, and the transmission went automatically into neutral. State law is required by the state of Illinois to pick up and discharge students properly. We have a mechanism now that mandates, and it mandates that they have to do it, and now as a director, I am sure that they are doing it, because it takes out the thought, well, did they do it this time or not? The drivers pull a button, it automatically happens. When they're done, they literally push the push button to put it back in drive and push the other button that turns off the lights and closes the door, and they pull off. I know that students are safe. The true ergonomics point to this is that they have more time to look at the students, less buttons to push, and provide more safety in looking where the cars are and where the students are before they pick up or drop off students.